there a time limit on getting with anybody in general?
You said what?
If you're single by 30, is it over?
What you mean?
Next clip.
You said what?
If you're single by 30, is it over?
Single by 30, is it over? I mean, like I said if you do it you gotta be done by 17, so.
Well, we have a video with a young lady here, older lady. She's saying that she's single in her older age by choice. Not because she pushed away all the good men and all that, not because she wanted to be in the streets, but because she never found a man she liked.
Yeah.
And the men who she did maybe like when they were younger have not really grown much. Contrary to popular belief of how people say men grow and change over time and they usually maintain their value. She says that's not true. She said a lot of men are just out of shape now and still broke and have missing side teeth or everything else. And they're balding or some other shit.
I agree. I agree with her. A lot of people, they stop taking care of themselves, or they never took care of themselves to begin with.
It catches up with you.
And it catches up with you. So I feel her. But
do you think men peak later than women?
Peak as in... So I don't know.
Success or maturity, whatever else?
No.
I think so. Maturity-wise, at least. Success is person to person. That's not really nothing you can quantify. I think maturity, though, for sure.
I mean, they guys... Frontal lobes don't develop till they're like 36 now or something. It goes up every fucking day. Maybe.
I don't know the numbers. It does keep changing. I heard it was 25.
I was being facetious. I
heard it was 25 for the longest, and then I was told recently it's more like 27.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
now I'm sure tomorrow they'll say it's 35.
Yeah.
Then they'll say it's 40.
That's what I'm saying.
Then they'll say you're dead.
Yeah.
Then they'll say your brain actually doesn't develop, and it's been the same since you were 12.
Yeah. So, that's what I'm saying. Honestly, I feel not sympathy, not empathy. It does get harder as you date.
As you get older?
As you get, I said, it gets harder to date as you get older. Sorry about that. Yeah, it definitely gets harder to date.
You lose options. People don't tend to like older people. Even women don't like older men most of the time.
But why is it getting harder?
I think because some people chase like the same shit without realizing that they've changed themselves.
I think as you get older, that list gets longer and longer, and it's harder to fill out that list.
Baggage or whatever, or like requirements.
Like, that's why I say you're doing all these, you're chasing experience. All experience does is that list that you had when you were 5, when you knew yourself, that shit just continues to expand. And now you're looking for somebody who, he has to be a certain height, he has to be a certain color, he has to be a certain degree, he has to be this, that, and the third. And the more you experience, now I don't like, he can't, when we go to the dinner, he can't bite his fork. When I go to dinner, he can't, when we go on a trip, he can't. You're just creating this long list, and no one's going to fulfill that long ass list.
But what if you get with somebody when you're 17 and they chew their mouth open? That's like a pretty bad thing to do, man. Or they chew and they grit their teeth or something.
Okay.
Terrible, man.
And what are you saying? So when they
just killing me to do that.
Maybe, yeah.
Just kill people that do that, honestly. If you do that, watch it back, bro.
Let's play the clip, bro.
So a few clips. This is kind of a long one also.
Yeah.
Me being single at my age didn't come from bad decision making, stupid. It came from me never finding the man that I wanted to be with. I don't know in what delusional world y'all men live in where you think that it was all of these wonderful, great men running around when we was in our 20s and we just passed up on all of these great guys. The attractive men when we were in our 20s were doing what attractive men do, which is be players, talk to a whole bunch of different women, and never want to settle down. You do understand that, right? So given that the attractive men in their 20s didn't want to settle down, that left us with ugly dudes with kids, and dudes who didn't have themselves together. It's the same thing now that I'm older. The options didn't go from good to bad. It went from bad to worse, right? Now, instead of dudes just having kids, they got kids and grandchildren. And if you think some of them was unattractive back then, add on now the fact that some of them is out of shape, they ain't got no hairline, and they missing side teeth. They wasn't financially stable in their 20s, and a lot of them still ain't financially stable. Some of them still paying child support from the same babies that they was having when they was in their 20s. Y'all got to start being for real. These podcast lies that all of these men was going to get older and they was just going to become these rich men, that didn't happen for most of them. Sorry. A lot of the men argue how many of those women and men are still married to this day. How many of those marriages actually lasted. Shout out to the ones that did. I know how y'all like to rewrite history and pretend as if it was all of these wonderful, great men for us to choose from in our 20s. And we just wanted to be outside and we wanted to party with our girls and we didn't want to settle down. That's not what was happening. The options weren't there back then. and you're still in the same position. The dudes who older, who are still desirable, they still don't want to settle down. Nothing changes. Nothing changes. It just gets worse. That's the part you're missing. So there's nothing that I can warn the younger girls about except letting them know that if you think it's bad now, it's gonna get worse.
Just another part, I don't know if we got in there, but she also said like the men who did get married early were just ugly and not desirable. That's why they got married so fast.
That's cap.
I don't believe that. That's fucking stupid.
I disagree with
It happens though, but that's so stupid. So what do you think? There's a lot of information there.
Yeah.
A lot of just ranting. I think she's more so just kind of upset.
Very.
Maybe the men that she did want, like she said, they weren't trying to settle down now, and now they're trying to spin the block on her, and she still looks great. They probably look like shit. So maybe she need to get out of her bubble wherever she live at and kind of like experience the world a little more or something. I don't know.
You think so?
Because if you, I'm assuming she's in her 40s now, right? I'm assuming that's how she's talking, or late 30s versus her 20s. You probably been in the same place for 20 years or something. You come about the same dudes for 20 years. You keep seeing them. They need to fucking move somewhere else. I don't know.
Honestly, I feel bad for both genders. Dating right now is just in a horrible place. I don't agree with dating in general. Let me just throw that out there. Also, I don't agree with dating. But the people who are,
you don't agree with dating? What do you mean?
I think dating is a ploy. People didn't date back in the day. We had this conversation already.
Yeah, they just stopped at the house and stalked you till you got with them, and you were also 12.
Okay,
he was 17.
How's dating working out for most people now?
I don't know.
It's not good. Like, look online, look around. Dating is not good for most people.
Online is not a representation of everybody.
That's why I said on both. We gotta compare both of them. We gotta juxtapose both sides, online and in real life. And from what I see, there are good aspects online. There's also good aspects offline. But at the same time, there's a lot of bad online and there's a lot of bad offline too. So what I'm getting at is that dating isn't the best solution for what we should be doing if we're actively trying to look for a mate, somebody to spend the rest of our life with. That's what I'm getting at.
I don't know, man. How else are you gonna do it? How else are you gonna do it? I've
been preaching, you need to have community, bring back community back. Like
an arranged marriage.
No, maybe not arranged. Maybe not. No, because there's still societies who still do that, still partake in that.
I'm not a fan of that.
It's more of we got all these, houses in this area, right? And you have this family, they go and talk to this family, and then they would say, okay, this little girl here would be like a decent person. We're not saying push you onto them, but we'll help you be able to filter out the good qualities within that person and also within their families. We're not going to say, hey, you need to marry this person, but, be more involved in their life in the selection process. Because these people, they won't always be able to see the stuff that is.
But is it not a reflection of like the men, though?
What do you mean?
The whole player mentality? You think we should get rid of that too, right?
What do you mean?
Like she said, like, all of them want to be players, and because you're a handsome guy and women tend to like you, you want to be a player and be around a bunch of women. You never really settle down. You end up having kids out of wedlock, hopefully not. But like, you don't think that's kind of indictment on like, kind of like how we perceive how men should act versus how women should act and how it kind of affects women?
I don't think just because you're a good looking man, you want to be a player. I think that's the person.
But if most men tend to be players, it feels like, at least in the West, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say, like, that it's not a trend among our people, like young men. I'm not going to say race, because I think it's all young men in general. Kind of like,
I think
are taught like it's cool to be like Mr.
Taught. That's what I'm saying. I don't think that's who they actually are. I think they were taught to.
Teach that shit, get a shot out of our kids. Like,
what?
The next generation of men should be teaching them like, yo, you shouldn't be a player. Like, it's not really nothing. There's no virtue in that.
Yeah, we need to bring back community. We are letting fucking social media. We're letting music.
But being a player is cool though. Having a hose is cool though. That's what they say.
For what?
It's cool, man.
To other people, right?
Cool to you though.
No, it's cool to other people.
You're not just chilling and you just hit a girl. Hey, how you doing? Call her. Let's hang out tonight. You just go over there, do your thing. It's not cool. It's not fun.
Like I said, I don't agree with dating. It feels
not dating.
good.
I mean, like going over the house and doing what you gotta do it, having a good time. I didn't say dating. It's not a date.
I'm talking.
It's a booty call or something.
All right. Well,
it's not cool.
Man. Hey, man. I guess it's cool, man.
Hey, man. That's what I heard. I don't know the lifestyle, but
yeah.
How do we get that mindset out of people? Like, when it's the most appealing thing, in my opinion, for most people, most men at least, growing up. Like, you can get with your one girl at 17 and be with her till you're 100 and then you die, or you can be with 4 girls, 5 girls, and have a great time and have fun and Ooh, like how you get somebody to go away from that. One is a lot more appealing than the other. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like just automatically.
You think so?
I would agree so.
Okay.
Not saying one's better. I don't think either one's better than the other. I think whatever your life turns out to be is what your life turns out to be. It doesn't really matter to me what you choose to do with your life. If you choose to settle down at 17 and get married, like you said, and it works out for you, great. If it doesn't, great. You did the right. Great. You still did something virtuous. I feel like. If you're a player, it works out for you. Great. If it doesn't, great. You still had a great time.
We have girl and guys players now.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm not saying. There's a difference between going to the gym and scoring 40 every night versus going to the gym and giving up 40 every night. There's between giving up 40 and scoring 40. Okay? What's your plus minus? You know what I'm saying? But not all women players, though. So I think the term player gets a negative rap too much. I think someone not wanting to settle down, it's not really a bad thing to me. If you explain that to the people you're dealing with, that's the main thing now. If you explain it to the people you're dealing with and they are then okay with it and still want to deal with you, then it's like, to me, it's not as bad as just like you're just literally being a dog ass nigga walking around just doing whatever. In my opinion. And maybe it's comparing poop to shit or something, but I don't know. But I feel like, you know, if you're open about like, yeah, I'm not really trying to settle down, but I enjoy your company, let's have a good time, do things, whatever, and you're cool with that, then that's kind of like your fault to stay around that, in my opinion. If a motherfucker explained to you, I don't want to be with you. Yeah. I like your company. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, if that's what the person wants to do, there's nothing wrong with that. You know? I'm not demonizing dating and I'm not demonizing all that stuff.
You shouldn't do it.
Basically what I'm getting at
I'm telling you what the comments will say, that's all.
I know. This is for people who want a lasting relationship, are looking for marriage and all that other stuff. This is how I'm not saying this is how you should be thinking. This is a perspective that maybe you should look at to maybe like, hey, go against what
hers.
Yeah, I mean, go against people, you know, the popular thought process in general. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's like, go on a bunch of dates, and then obviously that's not working. So we need something else to think about, because obviously the system that we have in place isn't working, isn't. So let's come up with something different. And this is my not offering, but what's the word, like? You know, just
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I'm putting this out there as a way to be like, hey, maybe we can try this as a society. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. But going back to your question, I don't think that if a person wants to go date around, sleep around, or just whatever they want to do, they can do it. That's their life. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But again, like going to her point, it does get hard when you get to 30. Like she said, the men. I agree, man. So a lot of the guys that women come in contact with, they're not good people. Like in the sense of, we can be shallow in looks, we can talk a little deeper in characteristics. It's hard out there for women. I realized that the more that I've talked to women, you know, whether dating or on a friendship.
Oh yeah, like if you have any sort of like female, like woman friends, like platonic woman friends, and you hear some of the stuff they go through with men, it's like, damn, what the fuck is going on? Y'all think are insane. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's stories about me. You know what I'm saying about that?
I always like to say that women see the bad characteristics of a guy up front. Guys see the bad characteristics of women on the back end.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Because guys, we just a lot of men just be like, they'll deal with the clear red flags because he's attractive, and they'll just want to. I'm eager to just be with this girl. I want to be seen with this girl.
But also, no, it's also
women are like, yeah, you're handsome and stuff, but you're pissing me off too much. I'm kind of.
It's also more of, don't forget, as guys, we're usually the ones leading the situation. Yeah. So it's mostly all about us in the beginning. Not all about us, but we're the ones. Hey, we're doing most of the talking. We're doing most of the planning, everything. You know what I'm saying? So we show off more of our qualities up front at first. Yeah. The women mostly has to do, okay, I'm coming. Yeah. I'm down. I like you. Let's do this.
And I feel like also most women, I would hope at least most women kind of keep their guard up for longer than men do most of the time. Yeah. Like women, you probably won't know a woman for real, until y'all really into it for like some months or something. Then you kind of see her kind of sort of real her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I'm saying. It's not really like a on purpose thing. It's like, wake up, see some hours in bed. I'm feeling great today. Wake up, see some hours in bed.
Ah, the light.